A long time ago in Israel, there were two women who lived together, and both of them had baby boys within a few days of each other. Now, it was a custom that the baby and the mother would sleep together in the same bed at night. But there was a problem. The older woman was a very violent sleeper. She would roll and kick and flare around. Unfortunately, one night while asleep, she rolled over and smothered her baby boy. Now, when she woke up, she of course was shocked and terrified, and she went hysterical and cried and held the baby to her. And as her eyes flared up, and her thoughts did too, and all she could think about was justice, and how she was the older woman. She thought, I am an old woman. This was my last chance to have a child. And that woman, she is young. She'll have many more children. It's only fair that I should have the live one. So, in the middle of the night, she picked up the dead baby and snuck over and took the live baby and went back to bed. But in the morning, when the younger woman woke up and she went to nurse her baby, she found it dead, and of course also went hysterical and cried, and as she drew the baby towards her, she realized this was not her baby. And at that moment, she heard her baby crying in the arms of the older woman. And she stood up and said, What have you done to my child? And the other one said, I did nothing. You must have rolled over and killed your own child in your sleep. And they started to fight. And they fought, and they got louder and louder and louder and louder, till finally one of the neighbors called a soldier. But when the soldier got there, he couldn't do anything. It was two women fighting over one baby. So he took him to King Solomon, wise King Solomon. And he listened as the first one yelled, That woman took my baby. And then said, No, I didn't. She just killed her baby and is trying to take my baby. And again, they fought and fought and fought. Finally, King Solomon stopped and called to a servant, Bring me a sword. I have an idea to fix this. We shall cut the baby in half and give each woman half the baby. And at this, the younger one freaked out again and crumbled to the ground and said, No, as long as the baby isn't harmed, she can have the baby. Just don't hurt the baby. But still, the older woman was crazed with her justice. And she said, No, cut the baby in half. We both deserve half of the baby. But at this moment, King Solomon knew who was the mother of this child. He said, Give it to the younger one. She is the mother. And still, people were amazed, because this was yet another example of the wisdom of King Solomon.